Well, hello there, Derek Destination people. We're in Baltimore, but we're starting our day a little bit late. It's actually lunchtime. We stayed at a Days Inn in a little town called Towson last night, and it was pitiful. It was pitiful. I mean, during our trip, you know, we're going to stay in all kinds of places, and I'm not really going to, it's not important to really show what hotels we stay in. Some will be very nice probably, and some will be very cheap just because that's what we're doing to experience it. But it was the Days Inn in Towson, and it was probably the nastiest one I've ever stayed in. I mean, I didn't realize how nasty it was till I walked on the floor barefooted and went to take a shower and saw all the black coming off the bottom of my feet. I mean, we literally cleaned the floor just so we could stay there because it was a little bit late, and we were tired. Important thing is the sheets were clean and washed, and the rest seemed to be okay. But now we're at Panera Bread. We're gonna get us a little something to eat. Checking the place out. It might be a place to come and sit and do the computers because, you know, they kind of invite that kind of thing. Waiting on my food now. I haven't heard my name unless they somehow said it and I didn't hear. But we're going to try and look at a little bit of Baltimore today, and if possible, you know, our next major city I think is maybe going to be Philadelphia, but we may stop in I think it's Wilmington, Delaware, if we get the time. You know, this isn't really so much a travel video as to show you everything, I mean, about every town, but just to hang out with me while I'm discovering them too, because we don't really know what's going to happen. It's kind of what happened in DC. We decided to go somewhere, but we ended up somewhere else. But anyway, I'm gonna see if they call me on this menu here in a minute, and I'll be right back with you. Then begin the soup. Okay, I got my bread bowl. I've always used to it, like I said, to it being already poured in there for me and everything. But anyway, I have to tear out the center. And it is cold, you know, by the way. But you do take out the bread that you don't want in it. And you have to do it with your fingers. Just make sure your fingers are clean, okay? Because it's going to be difficult. Because I don't want all that. I want to eat more of the crust, which is why they gave us this other, I believe, to dip in it. But anyway, I'm going to pull a little bit more out. Okay, we're down Graffiti Alley, and boy is this Graffiti Alley. And it's not, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get in the shade a little bit. I don't know that I would call it talented Graffiti Alley. No? I mean, you can see some talent in it, but mostly it's true. It's an alley. It's an alley with a turn. Even graffiti on the ground, you know, but no talent, just straight up graffiti, you know. None. You see hints of it. Obviously that one up there is pretty cool, you know. And we're going right on down here. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to stay a distance away from you so you can see. See up there? Yeah. You know, it's pretty cool, but it's really true. Straight up meaningless graffiti, really. I mean, no talent. A little bit of talent. Not much, I know. So, then we're out. We're kind of leaving the alley. I think, as you saw, it got kind of popular down there. Lots of people doing all kinds of things. Saw some lady celebrating her birthday. That was pretty cool. Saw some young ladies with all kinds of changes of clothing, changing clothes and doing photos in the alley. So it was all G-rated, but it just seemed a little strange. Well, I reckon we're going to head somewhere else now. We kind of made it almost downtown Baltimore, but we're at the George Washington monument that Maryland put up for George Washington, because this is where he lived, this is where he retired. I don't know if you can see it behind me or not, but It's pretty impressive little building, you know, monument to the president. You know, you get a chance, you come to Baltimore, check it out. What we're gonna go check, and I hope we can get in, I think that's building right there above my head. That's the Peabody Institute. I don't know if we can get in or not because of COVID, but we're gonna try. And maybe we get to go to the Peabody Institute. I'm really not sure. It's a whole little park here. I don't know if you see it or not. Back behind me is a small little park. It's like a little causeway in between the roads, you know, people go to. See if I can cross the street here without getting killed. And I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna show you a couple of other things. You know, I know it's really hard to see this, but the point is you really need to come see it yourself if you can. And I think you see that up there now, you know. But, you know, even above me, they got the man on a horse, you know. So, he's riding. He might be dead, but he's riding, you know. And I don't know, I really hope we can get into Peabody. I really do, you know. Some of the worst things about being here is standing waiting to cross the street. Well, that was number 95. This is purple. I let purple go by. So purple has gone by. Alrighty. And look at that cathedral behind me. Pretty awesome, huh? I love cathedrals. I love the architecture on them. Pretty awesome. It's right across from the memorial, you know. So, and let's get over here and let's see what's going on. I have a sneaky feeling we can't go in. I just do. I have that sneaky feeling. Okay. Okay, please proceed. It looks like the entrance is closed. Oh, well, I was here. And this is the entrance. It's at 17. I figured it'd be closed because of COVID. How you doing, buddy? But, you know, can't get in. Maybe another day. It's supposed to be awesome on the inside, you know. The building is kind of okay itself, but the inside is where it's supposed to be at. And remember I was telling you a little causeway between the roads? Well, you see the road here, that's one way. You can see the cars are going that way. And I can get down in here. Hold on. Let's see. And you'll see. All right, there we go. To give you a perspective, there's the monument again. Can you see him? Yep, there he is. There he is. And there's the road I was on, and right there is the Peabody Institute. Right there. But you see, look here down behind me. The little causeway. See, it's like a little park. You know, the cars are going that way one way, and then the other road's going that way. I think that's called Mount Vernon Place or Lane or something, I'm not sure. But as I span around here, you're gonna see Washington with a bunch of roses around him and another statue. Like I said, this is all Washington because, you know, he was the first president and this was his home basically, you know. So let's see if I can get out of here. And I'm hoping, I'm thinking we're still heading close to downtown. We're probably going to go to the inner harbor downtown and see what's up down there. Hang with me, we're going to see some other places. We're downtown Baltimore, literally on one of the little canals here. We're on the, see a little boat there, a little ship or something, I don't know. We're at the inner harbor area, you know, vibrant downtown. Just going to walk around and explore. See what's going on. Hard Rock Cafe. Okay. Just gonna walk around and see. Coast Guard ship. I remember seeing this when we rode downtown that one time. a little bit earlier before we actually started filming, trying to find a parking space. It took forever to find a parking space that didn't cost us like $10 an hour. It's amazing. And I don't mind doing a little walking, but gee, we finally found a place though. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, that thing beyond the boat. It's a cloth cover with a glass top. That's kind of unique. But I'm walking on down this wharf. I don't know what they call it. I'm almost sure this boat is here just for touring and going to see. It's a Coast Guard boat. Pretty good size. Huh. Not sure what we're going to do down here. Just look around a little bit, see what's here. Maybe get something to eat, because I'm beginning to get a little bit hungry. I think I remember showing you we ate at Panera Bread this morning. Well, I got that broccoli and cheese bread bowl and it's gone. I need some energy. I can't hit it. And it was more bread than broccoli and cheese. Should've just got me a bowl. But I'll give you one more look at this little Coast Guard ship, and I'm gonna look back at you when we got something a little more, you know, exciting to see. We're down on the Riverwalk. Yeah, it's kind of the Riverwalk. Big building you see behind me, well, that's, believe it or not, it's World Trade Center, but it's the World Trade Center for Baltimore, you know. A lot of cities have their World Trade Centers. Little kiddie boats behind me. They've got a lot of historical boats sitting in the harbor you can go to. Pretty active, pretty nice. I actually like it. They're not so scared about people falling in the water, you know, because like in Tampa, they got railings on the water. Yeah. They're afraid people are gonna fall in. Some people need to fall in. That's what I think. But you know, hey, who am I? Yep. Doing some kind of construction here. Notice a demolition. I like Boston downtown actually. Got a Spanish ship over there. A few retail shops. I'm actually very hungry. Get me something to eat here soon, I hope. Gosh, I hope. I mentioned that a little bit earlier, didn't I? Show you that ship right there. I think I'll walk over there by it just to get a better look at it. I don't think I'll go on it, but it'll give you a little bit more view of the downtown a little bit. I think I might just have to end up putting this thing on a selfie stick so I can hold it right. Makes my arm tired. You see a little bit of downtown. Pretty cool. Back there directly behind me is the National Aquarium. They've got a submarine over there and a lighthouse boat that actually sat out past the Chesapeake Bay as like a lighthouse, but it was a boat. They've got it over there. Coming up beside this ship now. And just retail shops. See them? I mean, you know, okay, nice. Just all up and down. give you a look at the boardwalk as we go along, and of course that ship. Here are a lot of birds. See them up there? Let me stop. See them? They're lining the ship. Yeah. And it's another one of those attractions you can pay to go in to see it, you know. I'm hoping it's original. Let me get up here to the sign and see what it is. Yep, look at that. $18 if you want to go see it. But what does it do? Oh, okay. But $18 gets you on all those ships. See, I was just saying, there's that ship. And there's the Coast Guard ship I showed you. And there's that ship that is a lighthouse. And there's the submarine. Okay, so that a bit of money gets you on all those ships. So let's see what this here, the Uss Constellation. Some of you history buffs that really like to read up on things. Huh. Okay. I'm guessing it's a real ship. I mean, I know it's a real ship, but I mean, I'm guessing it's a historical ship. Gee, I can't talk. Do you know what I mean? I think it's original. There we go. Of course it's a historical ship. Of course it's a real ship. Gee, man, I'm just losing it sometimes. But I like this kind of stuff. I'm just looking around, you know. Might not be specifically looking at you, but I'm looking around, trying to see if there's anything interesting else down here to show you. I mean, downtown's pretty cool. I mean, I could just hang out here just looking at what's here, you know, and not cost me a dime. And sometimes that's what I'm about, not paying a dime for anything if I can get away with it, you know. That's not how it always happens. Let's see, let me walk on down a little bit further. See the red ship behind me? That's the one I was telling you was the lighthouse ship, and then the one back behind it, a little bit black, you know, that's that submarine I was talking about. It's a pretty cool view, don't you think? We're also right by the Baltimore's visitor center. Let me turn this around. I don't know. Visitor center. I'm sure some office building. And bubblegum shrimp. You remember seeing that? Universal bubblegum. I tried this shrimp. It's okay. I've had better back home in northeastern North Carolina. Or as I like to say, North Kakalaki. But yeah. Okay. Wow. I like seeing these kind of things. Not much to talk about right now, but I'll walk around and view it. You know? Sightseeing ships. This is another view. Oriole Park, Camden Yards. I don't know if you can read that down there or not, but in a view back, of course I think you were getting that when you're watching me anyway, and the ship doesn't seem very active right now. I mean, I'm sure during 2019 when there was no COVID and, you know, no, and this is early fall. You see people with their jackets on and stuff. It's not really cold, but you know, it's a little nippy. I kind of like it myself. But let's walk on up here a little bit. Got a little bit of a postscript for you. Remember a little bit earlier I was walking by and showing you the World Trade Center and a little bit of this construction or demolition or whatever it is. I think it's all part of the water taxi system. They're supposed to have it, but it's not operating, and that might be because of COVID. So it's not here, and I guess it's a good time to freshen up, make things better. But I was really wanting to go on a taxi ride. That way we could have been out in the water and showed you all of downtown. But just remember, if you come here, maybe next summer, that's an option for you. Okay, now I have to start this video all over again because I just did a whole thing recording and I wasn't recording. Isn't that something? Gee. Well, what I'm trying to say is I'm signing off from Baltimore. And I'm gonna go to my car and get something to eat, I hope, very soon. And the next video, maybe it'll be even more further north, you know, maybe Philadelphia, you know, Wilmington, Delaware. I don't know where I'll be, but tune in for the next video. And if you like any of them that I'm doing, or maybe even if you don't, and they're just a little too non-professional for you or stupid or something, let me know. I try to change something so it makes you guys feel a little bit more enticed to watch my videos. Either way, if you do, hit the subscribe and let me know you like me. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you later.